How's it going, everybody? I hope you're having a lovely day. Today we're taking a look at how you can get over 24,000 even when things do not go your way and plans go haywire and you don't exactly completely two-shot a base. So let's take a look at what happened and how I was still able to get 24,000. So first we're starting off with the plan, the good plan. We say, all right, got a high point value Builder's Workshop. Let's take it out. Builder's Workshop is pretty easy. We've attacked it so many times, 100% confident we can two-shot it. Even if we only get like 25-30% on a first hit. Usually, as long as one giant cannon goes down or the blast boat goes down, we can take out the base. We do have a bit of a unique layout where they actually have moved all of their stuff to the center of the map. So I have chosen to attack from the right hand side. The goal is to, as you can see, clear open the base so that we can attack from the top side of the base on the second hit. Because the goal is to try and take out this giant cannon. And it looks like we do have the super wizards able to chunk it down. We have a couple giants left. If only they could get in front of the super wizards, that would be nice. Of course, they usually fall behind, which is fine. But we're able to get 3,043% of the base. So now we're going to take this base out. We're trying to distract both the multi-mortars and the giant cannon. And we have, what was it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of our graveyard spells all in this area. So we decide to deploy our wizards in an arc fashion around the base, trying not to group up too many of them in any one spot, as they will naturally converge at choke points in the base. So here you can see the graveyards did a perfect job distracting the giant cannon, as well as creating a massive swarm of skeletons. We even have some over here on the left hand side to try and take out the multi-cannon and the Tesla. So we do have the back end crusher, but we have a super wizard on it, so it's not an issue at all. And with that last zap trap going down, the spear thrower going down, it's just these 3 trash buildings left. So far, the plan is going 100% correct. Now, the goal was to try and go for a really high amount of points to try and get to maybe 28,000. But let's take a look-see at the issue here. You may have already spotted that it was not quite a 2-shot. It was, in fact, needed to be a 3-shot. So here we have a pretty decent layout. We have the 2 centralized air bombs, the centralized rocket artillery, and then this sort of offset air bombs. The problem that I did not really anticipate or think through was that we have 5 air defenses and rapid rockets on the back end. That's a lot of air defenses. We also have a billion compartments on the front side of the base. So even if we were to use rams, we'd have to use a bunch of rams to try and get the deployment zone closer. So on the barbarian camp, whenever you get below 30%, you're going to have a really rough time on the second hit, unless you took out some very key defenses. But yeah, whenever you're looking at 6,000 points remaining and a good layout, gonna be a rough time. And you'll see, even with using the air attack and having 6 graveyards over the entire core of the base, it means nothing. Here we're just trying to speed through, we're trying to open up the deployment zone. Unfortunately, we are spawning a bunch of skeletons of the ground variety, which does us no good for air. So now we try and get into this air bombs, but is able to take out all of our balloons. And even with all of those graveyards and the skeleton spawning, there are still the 5 air defenses. And these 2 back-end cannons are kind of tricky where they have enough hit points to stall the balloons. So here I realize there's just nothing else I can do, just try and get a couple more defenses, a few more points. But we miss out on 2,600 points. Devastating. So now, we're just letting the minions clear up the rest of the buildings. Get a couple hundred more points, which is nice, of course. Got like 300 bonus, I believe, just from letting them destroy the trash. So now, I'm at a loss, right? It's like, well, the barbarian camp did not go to plan, so these next 2 attacks are going to be very difficult to find bases where you could get 5,000 or 6,000 per hit to try and boost up the score up to 26,000, 27,000. So we say screw it, and we go for the Golem Quarry. We had a clanmate hit it first, and they actually have decent placements for the first attack. So now we place them over the blast bow, multi-mortar, and the other key defense. And then we come in from the right-hand side. We try to move counterclockwise through the base. So here we have a bunch of wizards going in. Finally, the giants get out in front, which is perfect. But with so many going down a narrow corridor, we are running into some potential problems with the back-end spear throwers starting to snipe off the super wizards. And then the giants are starting to go for different defenses than I had intended, unfortunately. But even when the plan is going bad, you gotta adapt and go with the flow. Try not to stress too much, and do the best you can. Try and get those points so that hopefully, even if your attack doesn't finish off base, maybe one of your clanmates that either doesn't have enough time or just wants to get an easy attack in can very quickly and very smoothly clean up the base. So here we're now going to the core of the base. We do have all of the key defenses taken out. All that's left is the one multi-mortar. We have a bunch of giants heading over that way. Unfortunately, we do not have anything able to splash and take it out. So those last few multi-mortar hits do some pretty big damage, while all the giants group up and get slammed by the crusher. So now we are running on a skeleton crew, 1 giant, and 1 super wizard for 2 spear throwers and 3 cannons. Very unfortunate we were not able to fully clear it out, but we did get 5,240 loot from that one attack. So now I was thinking, that's pretty good. Let's see about a Wizard Valley, right? Because sometimes Wizard Valleys, you can get a large portion of the base taken out on your first hit. Because there's not too many things that can really hurt your troops. So we go with the classic bridge charge with the graveyard spam strategy. And we're going to try and take out as much of the base as possible. We'll speed up through these because we've seen this portion a million times. Nothing too strategic at all. Just hoping that the super wizards find some nice places to stand and that nothing really can flank them and kill them. We do eat a nasty giant bomb, which is unfortunate. Stops the attack cold. So we're able to get 4,125. So was hoping for more, of course, but still not too bad. But that's how I was able to adapt on the fly as the barbarian camp went sideways. So you can always recover from lost attacks. You just have to keep focused, maybe take a breather, regroup, refocus, and try again. So I hope this video was helpful for you. Hope you picked up a trick or two. And if you want to help support me, I encourage you to like and subscribe. And there are a couple more videos on the screen if you want to check them out. They're pretty cool, just saying. Until next time, see ya.